I think it's okay for me to start a little bit early. I think this is fine. We're gonna start a little bit early because there's a large possibility that I may have to end stream at a certain time. So, yippee! Yippee, yippa, yippee! Hello, Arthur. Hello, Rollin. Hello, hi. Hello, hi. Welcome to Twig does a Q&A because, okay, I was kind of like lost about what I was gonna stream this week on Friday because I was like, okay, it's right before the Minecraft event, so I probably shouldn't do Minecraft, but also I don't know if I even really want to do a gaming stream because it's been a while since we've done like a just chatting stream. I kind of wanted to do a just chatting stream, so I kept the thing very open ending. I think it's time to put you in a cockpit. What do you mean? Do you fly planes, Arthur? But yeah, I was thinking about what today's stream should be, and I think it's just like a good time to just have like a just chatting stream. So much is happening in the VTubing community right now. I just want to say, like, everyone please support the talents that are now indie and the talents that have always been indie as well. Please also support the Immune Deficiency Foundation. All of these things. But for me, we have the Minecraft event coming up, and so I'm going to end up playing a lot of Minecraft with Zero. Speaking of Zero, I was in his stream the other night and we were trying to like identify spiders. And it occurred to me that, yes, that is another thing Twig shouldn't say or talk about on stream, I guess, because insects are land specific, they're region specific. God damn it! I think silverfish are everywhere though. If you have moisture problems, you probably have silverfish, so I'm fine with my silverfish eating tendencies. Now that would just be a cool thing. I mean, if you knew how to fly planes, I grew up with a dude who ended up going to aviation school. I don't know what he's up to nowadays, but he got into it pretty early. Like, I think he skipped a year of high school or something to actually do aviation. There's a bug on your left wall IRL. You're gonna take care of that. There actually are no bugs on my left wall. Sometimes though, like, this is a little bit of lore about Twig. Sometimes I am very tall, but I have very high ceilings, right? And so sometimes I can't reach the bugs, and so I will just drown them in bug spray. And then their carcass will stay on my wall until I feel like climbing up to clean it. I like to think of it as a warning to the other bugs. Not to cross me. I worked in the aviation school, but I never had a flight in my life. I've flown a couple of times. It's always so weird. It's such a weird thing for me. For me, it incites the same feeling as like going on a roller coaster, and that feeling is not a positive feeling. I don't like the feeling of being thrust through things. I don't like the feeling of being thrust through the air. That's what I do with wasps, helps prevent them from building up nests. That is true, wasps are territorial. What we do is I'll get like a brown paper bag and I'll like form it into the shape of a wasp's nest and just like hang it outside to deter wasps from making an actual nest. Because wasps are territorial, though there are certain types of wasps that actually are like docile wasps. Those guys are actually pretty beneficial because they can be like a pollinator. But yeah, regular bitch-ass wasps, we hate them. Also, hello, Just a Kitten. Oh, I should say hi to everyone. Hello, Fatewell. Hello, Just a Kitten. Hello, Arthur. Hello, Rollin. Hello, lurkers. I don't know who is lurking, but I hope you are having a good night. The only flying through the air feeling you like is when your horse Oshi drop kicks you to the next state over. Okay, gold ship is the only thing in the world allowed to make me fly. But yes, so today we have a Q&A. It's been a really long time since I've done a Q&A section, and I think there's some new people watching me that they're not like caught up on the Twig lore. So you guys are able to ask me anything about myself, and if I am comfortable answering the question, I will answer the question. Of course, yippee, yippa. Actual just chatting stream. You guys have docile wasps. I swear I get the mean ones. Mean wasps are pretty common. The mean ones are very— Hello, Crimson Keep. Mean wasps are very common, actually. I think they're the most common types of wasps, but yes, there are certain types of wasps. They're still kind of territorial, but they're not, like, overly aggressive. Like, they will not attack you for simply being in their vicinity. They'll actually like coexist with you as long as you're not like fucking with their nest or something. So yeah, I like having spiders because I garden. So if I see a spider, it's like a very good thing because spiders keep away like mosquitoes and things that would eat my lettuce, which I like having lettuce because it means I can make salads. Yes. Can I be forgiven for my snins? Asks Rollin. It depends on what your snin was. What did you snin? How did you snin, Rollin? What did you do to snin? Also, congratulations on everyone on summer break. I don't know who's on summer break. It's really hard to tell who's on summer break because like different schools have different schedules. So I swear to God, like some months it's like, yes, all of these people are on summer break, but then like this whole other group of people aren't on summer break. I did not drink enough water today and was dying in the sun. Rollin, why did you not drink water? You know that's like one of the main rules of Twigtopia. I'm grounding you for 5 minutes for that. In that 5 minutes, I expect you to rehydrate. Give me a moment as I serve my punishment. I am on summer break, but I am still attending state-sponsored school. Well, I hope you can drink water during this break. The no into instant timeout is crazy. else have you guys sninned? Have you guys been getting your sleep? Have you guys been drinking your water? Funny you'd say that. My 2-week-long vacation is starting today. Oh my god, that's exciting. Iceberg romaine. Romaine, but honestly, my favorite type of lettuce is spinach. Spinach is the best lettuce. Mustard greens are a close third or close second. Yeah, spinach, then mustard greens, then kale. For me, I think. But cabbage is like king. I love cabbage. Cabbage is amazing. And I eat so much cabbage just on a weekly basis. I eat metric fuck tons of cabbage. No, but I've been eating a lot of that white girl dumpling soup that I've made the dumplings for. Hey Twig, hi Dad! How have you been? Are you guys looking forward to the weekend? I am not, because I have a lot of work to do. But once the work is over, I get to just stream Minecraft every day. That's gonna be a lot of fun. And I will use it to hitchhike to the city beyond the polar circle. Ooh, I hope you get to see some northern lights. Half hitchhike. I mean, I guess if there was a time of the year that you would go up to the polar circle, you would probably just you would want to do it in summer, most likely. I don't even want to think about doing that in winter. I'm good, but kind of sad. Rip Hulk. Huh? Did someone else die? Honestly, yeah. Stuff happens. Northern Light only appeared during polar nights, and now isn't the time. No! I know you can sometimes see the Northern Lights in Norway. Does someone want to, like, fund a trip to Norway? No. Norway's really cool though. There was a point in my life where I was like really interested in Norway just because like I saw like one picture. Thrown it? No. But I saw like a picture of the fjords in Norway and like all the water and how pretty it is, and then I got like obsessed with Norway for a couple of years. And now I don't speak any, like, Norse anymore, but I used to try and, like, learn Norwegian. City I'm going to is pretty close to the border with Norway. Oh, that's really cool! Yeah. Europe's a really cool place. I'd like to see Europe one day, but, you know. Money expensive! Twig spends all of her money on doing more VTuber projects. Twig VT presents Scuff and Stuff concert live in Norway 2026. 2026 is rather soon, Fate. Well, that would take a while. That would doing a concert in Norway would actually take like more than just a year, Fate. Will. That would be like a 2040 thing. December 2026. How long do you guys think concerts take? They actually take a pretty long time because you have to say you're doing like a... So V Parade had what, 24 songs, and it was 9 VTubers, and it had like 4 MC segments. Hi Teddy, we're just doing a Q&A. So if you think about it in the way that each person has to record the songs that they're doing, and then we have to completely process those vocals. And then if you're doing an IRL thing, you also have to like figure out bookings and travel accommodations and Wi-Fi and equipment and logistics and advertisements. Yeah, it's crazy. Concerts only take 1 hour, 36 minutes, 30 seconds per V Parade. Prep work, however, yeah. Yeah, it especially if you're gonna do an IRL concert, which I don't know, I feel like if I were ever to do a solo IRL concert, which this would be probably years in the future. I don't think it's feasible for me to expect something like this right now, especially with, like, I don't know, how the world is and, like, the availability of people going to my concerts, but I feel like if I were ever get to the point where I did a solo concert in person, in a venue, I would probably want to do, like, live band with it. I feel like that would be really cool. Like, have a live band with the Twig. Expecting is for the weak, kidnapping is for Twig! I'm not going to kidnap anything, okay? Why do you... What impression do you have of me for me to be kidnapping people? Goldship has stolen your credit card. What do you do to prevent financial ruin? So I'm still free to play in Uma Musume completely. Also, shout out to the Umakin Palm tournament. We are going to raid into that actually, after the stream, but so you guys are gonna see me fail. I will say, okay, I know this is off topic from the question. I will answer it soon, but I will say, guys, I'm so cooked. I'm so cooked for the Umakin Palm tournament. I am actually completely cooked. I'm the leader for my seed, and I see in my seed as I'm setting up someone who has like a horse with like 20 debuffs. I am so fucking cooked. But you know what? I tried my best. I spent an entire week training for this tournament, okay? I'm gonna try my best. We're gonna pray that my horses are okay. I got my second B+ horse ever today. It was a sprint horse, so I can't even use it in the tournament, but you know, just go to the route, try your best, and be loved by all while failing miserably. That is literally my strategy right now. I am like, okay, I'm fucked, but I tried my best, and my horses are pretty mid, so like, you know, it's fine. We've already seen you cook. I didn't know it was your seed. Why do you have to come into my chat and give me psychic damage every single time, Fadewell? Not Fadewell, F. Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm so sorry, Fadewell, to get you two mixed up. That is so bad. Why is dyslexia the way that it is? Oh, fuck. Okay, but anyways, what do I do to prevent financial ruin? I cook most things from scratch, and most of the time, when I am not doing like some sort of interesting thing with cooking, or trying out like a recipe, or having like a special occasion where it means that I cooked other things other than like, you know, my regular stuff, I pretty much consist on a diet of cabbage, beans, and rice. And when I buy beans, it's like dry beans, so I'll make like lentils and rice and cabbage, and that is like the main expense for me for groceries. And that's about it. So like, you know, if you're making rice and beans and cabbage, you buy a big ass thing of rice, and then you buy a bunch of dry beans, and then you buy one cabbage like every 2 weeks, and then you're good. Damn, mods, you're fast today. Well, to be fair, both of our names start with F, and I love giving you sophisticated psychological. Yeah, honestly, both of you give me psychological damage, but they're different types. Give me a moment, I can't honestly get through. Okay. La-di-da-di-da. Yeah, I wanna play more games with chat. But it's so bad because, I was like watching clips of someone playing Mario Kart with chat, and I thought that was so fun looking, but then I was like, that means I would have to buy the like stupid ass Nintendo subscription thing. Oh, that's another cost cutter. I don't pay subscriptions on anything, basically. I do not buy subscriptions. I have like maybe 2 subscriptions that I have, and one of them is Hivecore, which they pay me back for that. So yeah, Hivecore is really interesting. I haven't talked much about Hivecore. I will be talking more about Hivecore in the future, because things will happen, but stuff hasn't been launched yet, so I don't really want to spoil too much. When you understand that your chat is filled with pro-god players. Oh, yeah, I mean, I understand that if I were to play Mario Kart against you guys, it would probably end poorly. For me, at least. We have all seen me play American Truck Simulator, okay? The subscriptions my family pays, rent. Well, rent is something else. Rent, electrical, utilities, Wi-Fi, all of those things are different from subscriptions. But like, I'm talking like, some people will have like Netflix, or some people will have like a meal subscription plan, or subscriptions on YouTube, staring at all of my members. Yeah, I don't have like any. So, Mawio Kawut, yes. Always get a Steam version when possible, no paid internet play. Yes, that is true. Why do you think I play the free trial on Final Fantasy XIV? I've been on that free trial for more than 5 years, I believe. Actually, yes, it would be more than 5 years. Mario Kart Bomb Bomb Battle Team Mode. Everyone barricades around to protect Madam President. That assumes that the rest of chat would hop on to that. I feel like, yeah, sure, Fadewill and Cass, you two would be like, sure, but Zero absolutely would not barricade around me, and the rest of chat sure as hell wouldn't either. Do you count student debt as a subscription membership? I would count it as a bill, because there's not much you can do to like mitigate that other than just like literally not going to school. Which, if you want to go to school, I'm not gonna fault anyone for going to school, even though like I didn't end up going to school, but you know, that's just me. Can you repeat the following out loud? Cat treats, cats. I hope you're happy, Fadewill. Mail! Hello, Mail! How is your week going, Mail? I hope you have good weekends, everyone. I do have a stream on Sunday. That stream is with Power. I am excited to stream with Power. She is so cool. I met her through the Offkai stuff that I did, and she is honestly the sweetest person in the world. And her community is so fucking cool. They all have like such good senses of humor. I think you guys will like her a lot. She's very chaotic. Why am I being praised? I didn't do anything. Because you're male. You're the mail delivery subsystem. Okay? You are like a side character on this channel. Also, Mail, check your DMs, Mail. Also, I DM'd you something, Mail. Something that you need to fill out, Mail. That's right, you're gonna sing again, Mail. Points at you threateningly. Hi, Gumi! How are you? Also, shout out to Gumi, my wife. We love Gumi. Gumi, does a lot of late night streams, and she raided me when I was supposed to be doing a super secret unarchived stream. Okay, I was doing like silly little late night ASMR sleepy time singing, and Gumi was like, I'm gonna raid Twig, and then I was like, why, Gumi? Why? But I welcome the goomers. The goomsters. I don't know what Goomy's audience actually is. But I like to call them the goomers because they're the audience of the goom. The big goom. Why not? We love sleepy singing. Meow! Meow! Because it's such a different vibe from the rest of my content. Goomers. They are the goomy snacks. Okay. Good to know. I've been calling them goomers this entire time. I did write mail. Damn heteropatriarchal autocomplete. Yes. But yeah. So is she the gooneral? She is the gooneral. I don't know. If you guys weren't called Shroomfies, what do you guys think that you would be called? Like I wish we had like an obvious like degenerate name. You know how like Michi Mochibi has like the ball sacks or something? Doesn't she have the ball sacks or something? Twiglings, but that is taken. I don't really like twiglings because it reminds me of like droplings, and you guys are not little droplings. That's very gross. The scufflings. I don't know. I feel like Scuff is every VTuber though. Dead sprouts? No, none of you are dead and I'm not dead. That is not wholesome. Shaking my head. Shaking my head. What's happening? I left for 3 seconds. We're just talking about like silly little. Yeah, we're not dead. It's just F being meanie meanster. But yeah. Do you guys have any other questions about Twig and how Twig does things and how Twig lives? Any questions about like Twig lore? I will say, so it is known that my mom has like been streaming for a few months, and I've never shown her like YouTube channel, but she has shown up on not my stream, but on a collab that I was in with Ava. She's coming to that. But for I just found out that not only does my mom stream, my father has started to upload YouTube videos. My sibling has started to stream. And her significant other has also started YouTube. So, when I say that the rest of my fucking family is now full of content creators, you're a trendsetter? I guess I am. I mean, I've been doing this for a really long time. Are they single? Who are you asking if they're single? We are supposed to ask questions. I mean, it's a Q&A. You guys are down to ask any questions if you have any. I wonder how you would fare in late 2000s internet. Well, in the late 2000s, I would have been like 9 years old. I don't think I was paying very much attention to the internet. I do think a lot of the jokes that were made back then were pretty lame. Like, I was on YouTube. I had a concept of YouTube. I don't know. I feel like that time of the internet, it was very like, mid-tier jokes, mid-tier humor. It was very pee-pee-poo-poo, like elementary school humor. Maybe I have that perspective because I was 9. So 9 years old is legal to post. I mean, no, I was not posting, but I was perceiving. Twig spam. Yeah, this is disappointing. We need to show how it's really done. I mean, so I think my mom has finally reached 100 subscribers on YouTube, and that was really exciting. I was like, yippee. Yippee. But yeah, I am eternal tech support at this point. I am basically, whenever my mother has like a problem with something on stream, she messages me and she's like, Twig, how do I change this? The other day she like texted me and she was like, Twig, what is the easiest way for me to take this clip and turn it into a short? So now she's getting into like editing and stuff. All. None of them are single. 2000s internet humor was really crappy. We were starved for content. Yeah, I mean, if you can get away with like having humor of like a video where they're just repeating badger over and over and then just saying mushroom and then it's a snake, like it was pretty mid. Even on TV, like you had in the like early to late 2000s, you had stuff like AMV, America's Funniest Videos, and like Whose Line Is It Anyway? All of those humors are mostly like sex jokes, and I'm like, a lot of the stuff did not age well. Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't sex jokes in that time period, it was like blatant racism or sexism. So they weren't really funny to begin with. It was a great time. I mean, to each their own, but I'm like, It's not that jokes did not age well, it's just people became, I don't know, more humorless. No, I think they just didn't age well because nowadays it's not really acceptable to, you know, say slurs and perpetuate stereotypes and put down. I think punching down became less cool in comedy. I think that's what happened. Even music production was worse in the late 2000s. Don't forget the rampant fat phobia. Yeah, that's true. I mean, to be fair, that's kind of coming back though. Like with the, I don't know how many of you guys are like into fashion, but with the rise of like certain elements of Y2K fashion coming back, I worry that it's going to lead a lot more into a lot of the unhealthy, like, skinny is the only thing that feels good kind of ideologies that were perpetuated in the early 2000s. Because, you know, those are harmful. I get wanting people to be like physically fit and like, you know, making healthy choices, but a lot of the fat phobia in the early 2000s was like a whole different level. And like, I would be lying if I wasn't raised in the early 2000s, I think if I wasn't raised in the early 2000s, I probably wouldn't have a lot of the body issues that I have now. Cause that's something I've struggled with since I was like really young, actually. And I was not even a big kid, but seeing like in movies, there was always like size 4 girls being like, I'm fat, she's the fat chick, she needs to stop eating, basically, was a lot of the rhetoric promoted in a lot of specifically content for women in those times. And yeah, I remember like as like a 5 to 10-year-old staring at my body and being like, why don't I have a flat stomach? It was crazy. It was actually insane. Psychologically damaging in the bad way for your young developing minds. Yeah, literally. And to this day, it's something I struggle with. So I really don't, yeah. Much feed in Nickelodeon too. Yeah! That shit's crazy. But a lot of the style icons people are making a comeback were called fat back then. I mean, everyone was called fat back then. Literally. Like, you could be like 110 pounds and get called fat if your body type was not like genetically good. If your size touched, you could just be called fat. Are you talking about the objectification of women in media? No, I'm talking about a specific time period in like the early 2000s where a lot of women would be called fat when they were literally just like healthy bodies. There are much other psychological damage stuff for kids today. I mean, that is true. But also, I don't know, I feel like we don't need more on our plate, you know? On the unhealthy body standard topic, we should watch The Devil's Wear Prada some movie night. Yeah, that's the bad thing about it too, because a lot of these like pieces of media that have like these standards, it was like, it's still like really good movies. So nowadays it's like I have to be like, with someone who hasn't watched it before, I have to be like, watch it with a grain of salt. 98 pounds was the ideal. Yeah, and it's crazy because like depending on your height too. Damn. Actually, we want more on the plate. Eat a healthy amount to defeat Hollywood bad standards. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Damn. It's crazy, man. What's crazy as well is it wasn't even enough to be skinny. You had to be like skinny and toned at the same time, which is really bad because I see a lot of the similar things with the early 2000s and how we treated bodies back then in kind of like K-pop spheres today. It's really the issue nowadays, in my opinion, is like in games or animation or whatever, women are fetishized and objectified. Take most animes or Hoyoverse games. Well, that the thing is that will never leave because they're not. You have to understand, Cherry, they're not making those games for women. Ultimately, they're making those games for the anime fan demographic, and a lot of those times, that's what they want. They're degenerates, that's what sells, and so corporations are going to end up doing stuff like that in their media. But I will say, like, those end up being the popular franchises, but there are still a lot of series, and this has always been a problem. There's a lot of series that are like made by women, and they're beloved because of it. I will say it's really interesting to compare, like sit down and compare, like if you take something like, if you take Nikkei, right? And look at how they draw their women. And then you take like Love and Deep Space. And look at how they objectify their men. It's really interesting. The difference in the two markets. I found a ratio of 40 to 60 for player genders. I mean, it depends. It really depends. It depends on the executives and who they want to market to, right? So, like, in a game like Genshin, it's very obvious that they are kind of marketing to more gamer, like, anime fans. Especially, like, you'll see in the surveys that Genshin does, they'll do surveys and they'll ask you about your involvement with particular games. It's because they're trying to narrow down their demographic. But then you have, like, Limbus Company and Uma Musume and a bunch of other games, like, and titles like Cardcaptor Sakura, Rose of Versailles. There's a lot of stuff out there that are not really, you know, fan service-y, but I don't know. Twig, why do you think these games are not made for women? Where did you get that info from? I'm just thinking about, from the company's perspective, who they're targeting via doing these sorts of designs and doing these sorts of, like, campaigns, basically. If you look at who Nikkei targets in their campaigns and how they illustrate things, yeah. Companies, I like money. Yeah, basically, that's what it comes down to. They like money, so they're going to put things in their game that make people spend money. If it means objectifying women, they're going to put in the thing that objectifies women. It just makes me sad. Yeah, I mean, if it makes you sad, you don't have to interact with those things. You don't have to, like, sit down and look at it. You can't control really what becomes popular, but you can control what you involve yourself in. So, just go out for your own joy, basically, is my advice on that. What about Hades' character's design? I don't know anything about Hades. I'm still working through Love in Deep Space. Ugh, Gumi, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you don't like reading, and that game is like 98% reading. That's a good quote, yeah. You're judging by design? I mean, you kind of have to when it comes to these things, though. Like, you can tell a lot by a company and how they target people based off of what they choose to market to you. They're not going to show you everything in their advertising. Game companies are never going to show you what they have in their advertising. Like, they will take maybe 3 main points that they want, 3 like taglines that they want out there that you can remember. Think of like any YouTuber sponsored thing. What do you know about NordVPN? Right? How do they market that? Who are they targeting by their market? You can tell a lot about the company and who they think that they can source a lot of their funds from by that. Oh my god, Love in Deep Space abbreviates to LADS. Oh my god, that's peak comedy. Yeah, LADS and LNDS are both Love in Deep Space. I don't know anything about NordVPN. Well, that is because you haven't paid attention to YouTube sponsorships, which is probably for the best. I'm better reading quietly than reading out loud. I can't comprehend as well if I'm concentrating on pronouncing things. I'm ESL. I get that. I get that so bad because, like, I'm the same way. I don't stream Love in Deep Space very often because of the same reasons. Gumi. I don't know, I judge by the final audience numbers, percentage of male/female who play the game containing this design. I don't think that's such a good depiction of target audience though, because not all marketing will be successful. Sure, like, companies will get into like super targeted marketing campaigns and things like that, but ultimately the person they're targeting is not going to be 100% of the fan base. And I will say for games like Genshin Impact, not all of their characters are targeted towards men. Not all of them. They do a really good job of presenting characters that are targeted both towards men and women. And you see that in the dichotomy between, say someone like, God. Let's see. The dichotomy between someone like Arlecchino and someone like Mona, right? Or even like, okay, here's a good example. Someone like Mona versus someone like D-Luke, right? You can kind of understand. Thank you, Nort gets muffled and dragged away. You can still hear me saying what seems to be use my code for 40%. It seems like a lot. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, a lot of the YouTube sponsorships that are out there, like, you have to question how they get their money, right? I'll hate them in Kave. Oh, that's like that's a really good example. So yeah, take Mona versus Kave. Who are those designs targeting, right? Like, bingo with men, women targeting difference in Genshin. Statistics show men prefer collection of many waifus versus women prefer having main husbandos and release slower and get tons of merch instead. Yeah, so like, companies will like narrow down these things. And also, like, you could see in just like women that are targeted to men versus women who are targeted to women. So look at a game like Nikke that is entirely targeted towards men and women lovers, right? Versus Nikki. It's funny that their names are so similar. Nikke versus Nikki, Infinity Nikki, which is made by women for women, which, you know, it's a messy topic. Gacha games in general are a messy topic. I really think that driving the game's topic by marketing is the reason game lost more of their soul. Let the developers present their fetishes and preferences as they like. If you like it, people will come. Spoken like a true Nikke lover. What is Nikke and what is Nikki? Nikke is... Do you guys want to see something from Nikke? I don't even know if I can show it without getting demonetized. Here, Nikke, fucking preview. Let's see. How do I even spell Nikke? Gotcha. Game preview. Gunnar. I'm sure one of them will come. One of them will come up. Why is it all Uma Musume? Shout out to Uma Musume, where you're literally like not allowed to lewd the characters because of the actual owners of the horses. What are you? How do you spell it? Nikke. Nikke. Okay, thank you. Okay. Nikke. Preview. They have ASMR too. Oh my god, the Nikke devs are getting so much money. Okay. Let's find one that I'm not gonna get demonetized. Let's see. If I do this, and then I do this, and then where's my opera? Okay. Let's... Okay, everyone, let's go. This is a Nikke character, right? That's what a Nikke character looks like. You know, finding out that legally not allowed to goon to the horse girlies made my day 10 times better when I found that out. Yes, you're not allowed to goon to the horse girlies. That made so sense. I'm so sorry for my critter. No, it's fine. Yeah, that is Nikke. Nikki is a silly little dress-up gay with a talking hat. I mean, at least it's not like quiet. there's some of them that are like crazy. I showed a pretty tame one. I think I saw an ad where they just showed the butt of the girls. It's creepy. I mean, there's like ones where their clothes are practically falling off of them. There's one where they're like fondling the camera with their feet. Like, I've seen so much shit on Twitter from Nikkei. It's crazy. Peak model, thank you for Joel. Okay, let me see. Can you tell your dad to stop ignoring my DMs, please? I will relay that. How many outfits and models do you have? Do you want me to count? Do you want me to count, like, all of them? Like, even the 1.0 ones? Even the free 1.0 ones? Even the 0.0 ones? Yes? Okay, I gotta count. Okay, so... so including the ones that I no longer have access to, like I no longer have the files to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 9 that I don't have access to anymore. If I go to my models folder, where I have all the ones that I do have access to nowadays. So that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 50, 51, 52, and then 53, 54. I have 54 models, including the ones that I don't have the files for anymore. Ultra stream title Twig counts to 100. No, I don't have 100 yet. Recent Zenless Zone Zero Mecha Pilot, literally a foot tease official vid dropped last night. I was like, wow. I mean that that team in Hoyo knows their demographic / target audience well. I never got the Zenless Zone Zero, like, super gooner, like, argument. But I think, that's because I stopped playing really early, so I haven't seen any of the recent stuff. I hate it when people are like, God, game physics are so unrealistic when it comes to like the booba thing though, because like sometimes it's not about being realistic, sometimes it's about being satisfying. Like it's, you see VTuber eye squish and that shit's not realistic. You know, like I think it's in the similar vein of that, or like floppy ears, stuff like that. The whole thing about Genshin though, I enjoyed the game, but after Natlan, I didn't want to play as much. I stopped playing after Natlan, but it's mainly because like it just didn't feel... Meh. Yes, satisfying, I heckin' love physics, spoken like a true life 2D rigger. Nah, let the people goon to feet or the goomerol will come for you. We believe it. Okay, F, you need to chill. On the bright side, Zenless Zone Zero gave the new male character Komano male part physics, so equality. Yeah, I know that some of the Genshin characters also have male part physics, so you know. Same with Honkai Star Rail. I think Sampo has man physics, so you know, we love equality. Virgil asks, what's your favorite type of game? God, that's a hard question. What is my favorite type of game? I like casual games. Have you ever played pool? Like the sticks and the balls. Yeah, I've played pool a few times, both in person and online. I'm not very good at it in person, but I will say with the online stuff, I fucking sweep. I'm real good at the online pool. I think it's because it's easier, but still, I don't have hand-eye coordination. Twig, not to detune you, but sometimes the physics are correct. Some videos and shorts are showing it. I mean, I'm not saying that they're not correct. I'm repeating what people are saying. Lamau sticks and balls, given the previous topic. Gooby! And Gooby was like, no, I haven't seen the video where he cooks cum into food. I'm a say-so streamer. And then she says that in my chat. I see you, Gooby. I see you. That wasn't even intentional. I totally did it on purpose. God damn it. I think boys being introduced to this type of content will bring that stereotypical anime gooner aspect to life. I don't think guys are that dumb. Genuinely, I don't think, well, I don't think, I guess it depends on how young these guys are playing them. But I think, you know, some guys I know are that dumb. Okay, younger guys are that dumb. But I don't think guys will see that and be like, ah, yes, this is exactly what a real woman is like. And if they are that way, then it's kind of their problem. They need to speak to a woman. Like, I want you guys to know in chat, like, if you're a woman in my chat, and you have a man in your life who is like, oh yes, my anime waifu, it's not your job to fix that person, and it's also not your job to entertain that person. So like, as long as kids interact with humans and have a life outside of games, they will end up fine. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, as long as they touch grass, like, I wouldn't be too worried about it. I think Rollin and Cherry, you guys are just kind of surrounded by like younger guys, and so younger guys in general, I hate to say it, but a lot of them are very dumb, and a lot of them are very stupid. Grass, what's that? Okay, yeah. If they don't touch grass, then they'll turn into F. So, hello, Ome! Fix? Nah, I'm punting that brat into the stratosphere, as you should, Rollin. Don't entertain it. Guys get introduced to unrealistic female standards since times immemorable, from ancient Greece at least. Yeah, that's true. Like, it's definitely not a new thing. The vehicle in which that it is coming from is new, but like, the concept itself is something that we have all dealt with. Just as women on the planet. It is another growing pain as a woman. He, not me. I mistyped. What? Huh? I think boys being introduced to this kind of content will bring that. Yeah. He did not me. Okay. Lol, Hercules was 100% realistic though. Yeah, so moral of the story, touch grass or you turn into F. That's what you turn into. Oh goodness. Oh golly gee. Water reminder. Water reminder, drink your water. Also, hello, Ome. I hope your day is going well. Did you just wake up? Ome, have you drank your water? And also, have you eaten food? Please tell me you're not gonna have cup noodle for like the what? 12th time? Milo Thatch is an ideal man. I have never seen this man. I will confirm or deny. Milo Thatch. Yes! Male gets me. Male fucking gets me. Okay. Okay. Guys, do you guys want to see what peak male performance looks like? Do you guys want to see exactly Twig's type? This shit. Look at this man. Fuck yes. Male gets me. Male fucking gets me. Why isn't the stuff I'm saying sending? I'm not sure. I eat my noodle. Oh me. Oh me. Oh me. Oh me. Can I find a way to, like, guys, if I want to send Ome home-cooked food, will you guys throw me the shipping costs to overnight Ome food from, like, to Japan overnight so that Ome will stop eating cup noodles? The things that I will do for this woman to get her to actually eat food is insane. Sebastian is still my bae forever and ever. You know, I get that, but you're wrong. That was my crush when I was 13. You're so real for that. You're so real. Milo is an extremely unconventional in between of Twink and Twunk. I did not think such a phase for a character was physically possible. Rude divorce. No, don't divorce me! I've already divorced Sebastian. You don't need to divorce me too. Noodle is food? Noodle is not food. You're being bad. I will time you out, Ome. At least put some vegetable in with your noodle. Each generation has certain things normalized and stigmatized. We grumble about the past things. Now, in the future, we will grumble about new things. This is inevitable. Yeah, that's true. No one says bad about Sebastian. Okay, it's okay, Gumi. It's okay, Gumi. He's not my type. Okay? He's not. It just means that you can have him to yourself, and then you can come home to me, and we can cuddle afterwards. Okay? That's all it means. Gumi with Sebastian, are you talking about? I assume the Stardew Valley Sebastian. Gumi will have Sebastian, I will have Elliot, and then we will come back home to our shared farmhouse and cuddle. That is how this will happen. Okay? That is how this will happen. I just said he's my bae and you said I was wrong. Okay, well, you are wrong, but I still love you even though you're wrong. I'd put canned beef in my noodles, food of the god. How much sodium is in that, Arthur? I was thinking about Little Mermaid Sebastian. Oh god, that guy did not come up to— oh no, oh! If you're talking about Sebastian! Okay, I'm with you now. I'm 100% with you. Sebastian from Black, but I am with you. I told you. Okay, yeah. Gumi, that is one of them where, like, it's gotta be both of us. You know, like, we can share. It's okay. Who else deserves to be my one true husband? Though, have you guys ever seen, like, the manga art of Undertaker from Black Butler? All in the same bed, Seb far left followed by Gumi the Twig and Broke Book Nerd! Broke Book Nerd is insane! Broke Book Nerd! I don't count calories or elements or stuff. You know, I feel like if I lived outside of the US, I wouldn't be as concerned about it. But the US food quality is pretty bad. So I like to keep tabs on how much sodium and fat am I ingesting on a daily basis. That caring, nagging little cupcake. Twig, you should do a virtual Hear Me Out cake. I did a Monster Girls stream. But honestly, I feel like my Hear Me Out wouldn't really be all that bad. Like, last time there was one that I did with PI. And like, let's see, Urian J. The man that I put on the Hear Me Out with PI is this guy. But it's specifically, where is it? It's this version of him. Fucking, I'm blocking it. This version of him. This guy. Can you tell I like nerds? I had one of my friends, like, we were talking for a little bit, and I was like showing them my Pookies and Ensemble Stars, and that my friend was like, Twig, is your type literally just glasses? And I'm like, no, it's nerds. It's like intelligent people. That is it. Like, it just so happens that when you have an intelligent character, they feel compelled to put them in glasses. Mind you, some thin frame glasses with like a glasses chain, that shit does slap. That's fashion right there. But like, when I type normally, you make fun of me sound like Orianche. It's not making fun of you. It's like, I mean, that's fair though. I think it's charming. Male. You don't ever have to worry about it. It's silly. It's very charming. I mean, one of my criteria for Bae is they have to be able to Gumi, what do you think of me then? If I am one of your, if I am a contender, what do you think of me? Hello? I'm concerned. I don't think I could. Excuse me. I am not a yandere. Please don't tell me you like Edward. No, I think they all suck in Twilight. Every single character in Twilight sucks, except for Alice. I'm Team Alice. You like nerd, you can't say bad thing about me liking grandpa hair! No, because every time there's a character with white hair on screen, I will be like, oh, that's Ome's favorite. Oh, I meant sexual. Why do you like that? Okay, Gumi, that's real interesting. I'm fascinated by that. Okay, you will kill us with your Mountain Dew pie. That will not kill you. There is nothing in that pie that will kill you. Twig, do you know anything about Bungo Stray Dogs? I've heard of it. I know Dazai is a really popular character, I believe, but I haven't seen it. It's like I've heard of Gojo, but I've never seen Jujutsu Kaisen, you know. Gumi adjusted glasses and poses all Ojo-san like Ara Twig-sama. Shut the fuck up. I think Twilight is not so low-key, better compared to many current movies. Yeah, I don't really watch movies. Everything I've heard about Twilight just makes it seem like a shitty 3.4 out of 10 manhwa story plot that has way too many chapters. My thing is, like, everyone sucks. There is no good character in Twilight. Everyone's just a bad person. And everyone's, like, fucking everyone over. Like, it's just... Gumi, are you a fan of Jean from Samurai Champloo? I am. I'm a fan of Jean from Samurai Champloo. I don't know about Gumi, but I am. Dazai is my favorite. He's voiced by the same dude who voiced by the same VA as Gojo. Oh, I see. I was Team Jacob until the character assassination in book 2. I'm just weirded out by Jacob being like, ah, yes, your daughter, I will imprint upon. I'm like, what? I've never seen Samurai Champloo. You would probably like Jean. Bella's dad was kind of fine in the movies. Other than that, nah, they bad peeps. Fade Will coming in hot again with the I just want a guy who's a dude. That was the character assassination. Oh, okay. I see. Not discussing Twilight in Big 2025. Okay, well, they brought it up, so I'm gonna discuss it, okay? Oh, Twig, do you watch Karma, the most recent episode from Alien Stage? I haven't. I haven't indeed. I've been meaning to watch it, but I haven't. Charlie is the only good Carlisle. Charlie. The only good character. I don't know. I like Alice personally, but she's also kind of like a manic pixie dream girl kind of character. So I'm like, hello, all the best, and have a great day. Yippee! Ool to you too, Ruka. How's your week going? I hope you guys are doing well. Do you guys have any cool projects coming up? I will say I've already started working on birthday things. I've already started working on birthday things. If there are any idols or any VTubers in my chat that are idols and sing, or any VTubers that want to call in, or any Kaigai idols in my chat, make sure to check out the applications to be I see no DMs, by the way. I'm pretty sure I sent you a DM. Question mark? Question mark? Did I? Yes, I sent you a DM! Lies. Lies. Is drawing you? You better fucking not, Ome. I can and will give you a new 3D outfit. But anyways, if anyone is an idol, please apply to my birthday concert. It is a very low barrier to entry. It is very good. Other account, mayhaps. Your mom, dad, sister are morally obligated to do call-ins, not that they're all content creators. Man, I keep trying to convince my mom to get into doing Fujitech reactives, because like she uses like a PNG, but it's just like a stationary PNG. I want her to become a VTuber. I'm trying to convert her to VTuber. Like she has branding, so she uses a PNG, but I'm like, you could so easily become VTuber. Once I finish that last project, I will switch over. I mean, you will just be singing, so I'll join if you'll have me. Yippee! Check your DM, Twig. Oh no. Ome, what have you done? Ome! Wait, can I share this on stream? Can I show this? I want to show this. I want to show your whip. It's also always interesting. When you showed me the first version of this, I didn't know what the pink thing was. Now I'm realizing that it's like my hair coming in front of me. But oh man. Okay. Guys, I want to hype up my wife real quick. Keep in mind she has art comms, okay? Okay, she definitely has art comms, and every time she draws me, ever since I was like, oh my god, you made me so Ikemen, she has consistently delivered and made me even more Ikemen. I am so Ikemen. Look at how Ikemen I am. Look, I am so handsome. I love being handsome. Yippee. Oh no, what have you done? Look. Ome has commissions. Commission Ome. Right now, give her your money. Give her your money. My wife is so talented. We love Ome so much. Yaoi artist for real. Is $20 Lamau. 30 for half body. How much is it for full body? Is it 40? Link the com page. I think you just DM Ome. I can put the Twitter here. Let me get you Ome's Twitter. Ome, I love advertising. My wife. Yes, commission Ome. She deserves it. She needs your money. She doesn't actually need your money, but she will accept your money. She looks so happy. Time to counter-commiserate your frazzle! God damn it. God damn it. Free ad. You know I will always promo you, baby girl. Always. Ome is so talented. I want her to sing. Ome, join the goddamn concert. I know you haven't filled out the form yet. You better. You can't see, but I'm squinting at you. I'm squinting at you. Shipping for 20 bucks would be quite expensive. That's heavy. What do you mean? Shipping for 20 bucks. Huh? Huh? Guminor. I can't sing. I can't sing. Everyone can sing. And since Mail is on the project, I can have you working directly with Mail to get your stuff recorded. And then Mail is gonna help you sing, like, fantastically. Just saying. You're going to be in the concert. Bucks including antlers or no? That is pretty expensive shipping. Yeah, that makes sense. I didn't catch that until now, Mail. You're very clever. But yeah. Gumi doesn't need my help to sing. No, not Gumi. Ome. Ome. Makes Zero sing. He streams, so he has no excuse. So does Ome! I have neighbor. Go to karaoke with your laptop, girly pop. I know where you live. Go to karaoke. Record and karaoke, girly pop. Shaking my head. You have no excuse. Girly pop. I'm trying to get Zero to sing. I am Hope. My laptop died on me. We'll figure out a way. I have neighbors too, Ome. I don't care. I sing at 11 p.m. It's a little bit of a different situation for Ome. I will say that. It is a little bit different. I found a song. Ooh! I am excited to hear Zero sing. Not gonna lie. But yes, do you guys have any other questions about Twig and Twig and Twig and Twog and Twig? The thing is, live in Japan, I'll be reported. Yeah, that is the situation that Ome is in. Record on your phone at karaoke, okay? Plug your mic into your phone and then record that. I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure you can figure it out. Something will be fine. Probably. Squint. Ah, yeah, that does exist. Sigh, fine. Yeah! Yippee! Another wife for the concert! Is Twig a branch? No, actually. Some Twig lore, some old Twig lore. I actually had a sibling, a VTuber sibling, for a really long time, named Branch. Actually, there were 3 of us. There were 4 of us. Okay. Can I pull up my recap of my lore? When was that? That was my first birthday, right? Twig's first birthday stream. If I pull up the slideshow, surely I can show you guys. 'Cause I remember I did a whole recap on the lore. Yes! Yes! The official lore recap of 2023. Yippee! Okay, here's some history right here. Okay, so if I go here, the Twiggins. Yes, this is true. This is from my VTweeter days. Yeah, that's what Twig used to look like, you guys. Can you believe it? 2.0 Twig model jump scare. No, this is like, oh well, I guess that is 2.0. This is 0.0. Like, none of you. This is from the Mana ages, okay? 99.9999999% of the content that I made back in these days, this is like almost erased. It's like almost completely lost media. Like, I don't have the content that I made back in these days. Not that I made very much, but yeah. Short hair, yeah, originally I really leaned into the mushroom thing, and I had like mushroom shaped hair, and that's how you knew that I was a like mushroom VTuber. And yeah, that blue haired one in the back, that was Branch. So when Branch decided to ultimately not continue streaming, I matured the look of my model a lot, because I was like, okay, this doesn't fit my voice. Back when you had the light and innocence in your eyes, oh, how the internet changes a shroom. Okay. Does it also show June? Yeah, okay. Let me... So June... We did have a boy sibling. We had 2 boy siblings. So June was there, and then Branch was the actual like other sibling, and then there was Roach. And I'm the only one out of the 3 that still streams. This was not my VTuber group. My VTuber group, I think there's one person who still streams. I don't even know if he still like completely streams. But his name is Oaken Catboy. OG Twig audio was something. I wonder if I play this.
June is over here. Yeah, that's June. And we were considered siblings, not because we were related in the VTuber.
I was so bad at talking. Roach designed Fire, and June, I am incredibly respectfully looking. Yeah, June's doing really well nowadays. He was part of a different group on top of this. He's not VTubing anymore, but he's doing other stuff, and I'm really happy to see where he's at nowadays. But yeah, Roach design, really cool. Oh yeah, they had lore reasons as to where they went. So, Beetle got... Roach got bug sprayed, turned into Beetle. Yippee yippa. Branch got chopped down. And so, now there was only Twig. And then I turned into this. Any chance you could share their contacts? I would have to check with them beforehand. I would actually have to... Oh, that's Beefdole. Yes, that is Beefdole. I would have to check beforehand before giving you guys their contacts. Just to make sure. That's so sad. Beetle is done. Well, Beetle is now Beetle. Roach was just Beetle's identity in this, like, VTuber thing. But Beetle then returned as Beetle. So, yeah. That's what happened there. But yeah, then you had this model. This Twig model. I don't know why all of my reference photos looked like that. It was really bad. I was like, oh, dynamic posing, it's so good. No. Just stand there, please. And then we have the snail. Yeah, shout out to the oh, this is a stream. This is a throwback stream. Oh, how far we've come. Like, comparing like this to like this, right? These are 3 different twigs. These are 3 very different twigs. Well, I meant socials like YouTube channel, not contacts. Oh, well, I don't know if the socials are still active, to be honest. But yeah, so I don't know if the socials are still active, and I don't know if they've been privated or not, to be honest. I don't know if I would even be able to find them anymore. That is how long ago this is. This is back in like 2020 or something like that. And then you have like, this is all 2023 stuff when I started VTubing. This is like in the first like 3 months of me, more or less media. Yeah, exactly. It's crazy. Evolved and then evolved again into the crab of models. Me. Yeah, something like that. This was a crazy stream though. Oh yeah, shout out to Teddy. Teddy's been an OG. If you guys ever see Teddy trash in chat, like Teddy was there for the snail. It's crazy. Oh yeah, you guys remember Tabigo? The person on screen here, that is Z-Storm, and we actually met through Tabby. I mean, no, I met Tabby through Z-Storm. Because I worked on Z-Storm's model. Z-Storm was one of the first to actually commission me. And so his model was done entirely with my mouse, just like the model over there next to me. Wasn't done entirely with my mouse because I did them before I had an actual drawing tablet. And so Z-Storm had 2 model mothers because I worked on the actual art and then Tabby worked on the expressions. And that's how I met Tabigo. Yeah, from the concert. And he voiced some stuff for my debut. Then I had like Scuff. And then I started out being really silly. Oh yeah, the chat! The chat used to look different too. I used to have this clusterfuck chat where you couldn't actually read anything that was being said. And that changed when I got monetized because I would have kept like the chaotic chat, but it doesn't show in that chat whenever someone like does a gift membership or super chat. So I changed it when I got monetized. Chat was a nightmare to read. Oh yeah, and then this is the like old Minecraft screens. So yeah, Teddy Trash was in these videos. I don't think I've done like a Minecraft series since this, so that's why I'm really happy to start doing Vtopia, because a lot of these people, I think everyone but Z-Storm, which Z-Storm has graduated, he no longer streams, but everyone else is going to be in the Minecraft server. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited, especially to see Echo around. You guys, I don't know how many of you guys remember Echo, or we're even there for a lot of Echo stuff, but Echo's like really cool. And we don't talk a lot, but she's really cool, and I highly recommend her. She's really nice. But yeah, that's like my first time ever playing Minecraft, and then this is like shortly after I started. This is around the time where you guys would have started meeting me, because this stream was done right after I like blew up. Yeah, so you see Rollin in chat here. Rollin's there. Oh, this is the Relja time too. Yeah. I literally can't take the old stuff of me on YouTube. The account was through Earthlink, so the recovery email no longer exists. That's crazy mail. See, Twig says she has changed, but she hasn't. I think I've changed. If you compare me to like this Twig, I have definitely changed. This is quite the change. This is a change. This is absolutely a change, but yeah. Why am I considered the benchmark for blowing up time? I was a solid 3 months later. Well, I mean, I feel like there were waves to it, right? So there was like the initial, like, oh, my Genshin videos are doing well, to the, oh shit, people are coming to me in droves. Twig seems so much happier not doing Genshin content. I'm glad you guys think so. See, it was really hard when I was transitioning because I got a lot of people being like, why don't you do Genshin content anymore? So I ended up having to explain the switch a lot. But now that I'm like, I think it's been a year It's either been a year or a year and a half, or maybe even 2 years since I've done Genshin content. Now that I'm out of it, I feel like I look and feel a lot more like peppy and like cool with the content that I'm making. I still suffer, but when did you blow up? I first saw you from a TCG video. So I think my first blow up was from the video What Your Name Card Says About You. And then I continued that series, and I had a secondary blow up a couple of months later. That was the What Your Main Says About You, I believe. Lamau, people asking like 8 months after last Genshin stream. It was hilarious. Yeah! See, that's why I privated a lot of my old Genshin content, though, because I knew that, like, if I took it off of the search algorithm, then I would get a lot less recommendations from people wanting Genshin. You never know if Genshin could draw you back in temporarily in a few months. Fear, be afraid. If I did it, I would put it on Twitch and it would stay confined to my VOD channel. Twig is cooler than Twigling. Confirmed. I don't think so. I think Twigling is actually very cool. Twig being hard and Twig is blowing. What the hell is going on? F, you degenerate. F, you degenerate. But for real, post Genshin Twig equal better, authentic, happy. I'm glad. Yeah, I mean, I think there was a merit to watching me suffer in Inazuma, like, for weeks. But I think, Twig blew up for judging us. Yeah, I mean, that was kind of the persona I had for a while, is judging you guys. I still judge you guys. I'm still bullying you guys. When I say my audience consists of masochists, like, I'm not joking. You guys do not beat the allegations. I was gonna stream Genshin. I mean, don't feel deterred from streaming Genshin, Ome. You won't have the same thing happen to you. Unless, the problem was, I was, like, purely a Genshin creator. For, like, the entire, like, first year and a half of my channel, I was purely a Genshin creator. I only uploaded pretty much Genshin. And then I would, like, stream variety games. But, for the most part, weekly Genshin videos. And so when one of them popped up, it caused a chain reaction. Twig stinks. This has been a Kyra update. Regardless of how busy the dinosaur is, she's still a registered stinky detective. What do you mean? It's illegal for me to stink. The fact that no one here can deny we are masochists. No, literally. Have you ever seen, like, Zero? Why am I here just to suffer? Twig's funny. I mean, that's what you guys are here for. TikTok is trying really hard to get me to stream Genshin. Oh, are people, like, asking you to stream? I feel like if you can figure out streaming to TikTok, it would actually be a pretty good move on your part, because you're building pretty good of a fandom for Genshin. But I don't know if you actually want to be in Genshin. If you enjoy doing that content, I say do what you enjoy. That's the best way to do it. You blew my heart by constantly restricting my speech like a good autocratic. Okay, I'm timing you out for that one. Give me a second. I need to go over to my chat. I'm timing you out for that one. Get timed out for 30 minutes. You'll be back in time for the raid. Yay, you win this one. Please stream mail, I am begging you. I mean, I feel like I would want to watch mail stream music things. TikTok itself keeps giving me notifications asking me to stream. Oh, I know why that is. It's because TikTok makes money. TikTok makes hella money off of their streaming thing. Actually, TikTok streaming is one of the worst ways to have funding from any sort of social media because of the conversion rates. It's like trying to get rich off of uploading games to Roblox. There are some people who do it, but for the most part, like a large majority of people who stream on TikTok are just making money for TikTok because of the split. People who say they are boring are actually very funny. I think I'm very boring. I don't think that's true because I am boring. TikTok streaming is worse than Spotify. I'm not sure. I think it depends on the gifts you get, but TikTok incentivizes people giving people... Okay, so the monetization is through gifts, right? And points. And a lot of these gifts are like fractions of cents, basically, for the streamer. And so it's really hard to actually calculate how much you're owed. And then it's also like the majority of it goes to TikTok as a platform. Please, please, Mail, we have a lore counter for you if you're not boring. I want Mail to stream music. I want Mail to stream music production. Mail, if I give you permission to work on V-Parade on stream, will you do it? Will you start a YouTube and work on V-Parade on stream? Huh? I feel like I'm boring too. No, Ruka, you're absolutely not boring. I've tuned... I know I don't talk a lot in your streams, but I do lurk. You're not boring in the slightest. I made far more money uploading my music to Yar Matey website than from Spotify. That's crazy! I didn't even know Yar Matey websites could get you money. That's actually crazy. Gumi Jelly asks, why are you so cool and charismatic? No, Gumi, why are you so cool and charismatic? I think, honestly, it just comes down to practice. Okay, I get told a lot, especially recently with all the concert stuff. A lot of people have been coming up to me and being like, oh my god, Twig, you're talented. And every time someone says that, I am like, no. It is just time. It's time and effort. That is all it takes to be good at something. It is just time. It is just time and not giving up on it. Just time and stubbornness. So if you want to be cool and charismatic, all you have to do is get to know yourself and get good at conversation. And that is all you have to do. Talk to people. What mic did you use for the concert? So for one of my songs, I used my Beacon mic, which I'm using Beacon right now. And then the other one, which thank you to Mail for recommending this to me. I used an AT2040 with a Scarlett Solo. If you gave me permission, I'd stream also audio work for V-Parade. I will likely give you permission. I put a text file with my link to my PayPal in the Ahoy download. Oh! That's smart, actually. Less talent, more skill. Talent equal born with it. Skill equal hard work and dedication. Yeah, I believe in that. I believe in that hard and heavy. Like, there's... Yuck, Beacon mic. I know you hate my Beacon, but you know, it's really convenient for streaming. Though, if... I did add, wireless audio equipment to the throne today because I was looking through and I was like, okay, what's like the best for my budget that could also work with kind of the system I'm looking at with my mocap, because the whole issue is you need to be able to change the channels and stuff. And so I was like going down the rabbit hole and I finally decided on some stuff, and I think if I end up doing a wireless system, the Beacon mic will actually end up more hassle than just keeping my AT2040 on my mic stand all the time. So I may switch if that happens, but for now, I really like my Beacon. It is actually very convenient. The backend software is great for Beacon. I will say I do like the control of it, but it's nothing you can't do with like other audio software. It's nothing you can't do with like a different audio suite. You don't have to use the proprietary Beacon software. Do you know where I could test my wireless setup with slime trackers to see if they work together? I'm not sure. I'm not sure because I've never had the same issue that I have with my with my wireless earphones that I do with slime trackers. I think it's just because there are so many devices. Okay, think about it this way. You need to be able to surround whatever system you're using with about 16 things connected to the internet simultaneously. And have it not interfere. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I did decide on things to try. Hopefully they work. I think they will. Especially since, you know, they'll be able to like change channels and stuff like that. It seems like a good choice. Especially with the price point I'm looking at. I'm not looking for like multiple mic setups with like a mixer and everything. So that does lessen my costs a lot because I'm not doing this for a band. But unfortunately, when you're like looking at audio gear recommendations, it's all for like bands, and so I'm like, I will say I do want a handheld mic. I know Sarah was looking at a similar kind of system where it's like wireless, but I really want like something that I can hold because that's very idle style. I use my wireless setup with 4 wireless mics, 2 radar guns, 2 Bluetooth screens, a phone, an iPad, and a mixing board and a laptop. That might be it. I don't know, you can look at what I have on my throne and tell me if it's okay. If not, I can change it. I can take it down and change the gear. But I think what I found should be okay and it's not too expensive comparatively. It is still multiple hundreds of dollars, but you know. What about those clip-on blocks for those TikTok street interviewers have? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I have lavalier mics. I use those for my cooking streams. They would not survive through the connections that I do. Those are usually wired. Yeah, that too. But yeah, I put up a Phoenix Pro True Diversity wireless microphone system and a X5 U45 wireless IEM system. Wireless road clip are good though. I think the thing about it is just the amount of shit that I have connected when I'm okay, because each tracker, I have 16-point tracking. Each tracker is its own connection, and so it's like and also I'm looking at something that can support both a mic that I can hold and in-ear monitors. I'm not looking for clip-on mics because they can like flop around on my clothes. I want something that I can hold ultimately because that's like a very like performance thing. I'm used to performing that way when I'm practicing singing. So yeah, I'm very specific about the types of things I want. Just personally, my system should work for that. Hopefully. Maybe. But yeah. In-ear monitors, like headphones. So like, think of like earbuds, but they are a little bit better. They're connected to your like mic input, basically. Twig Tech Bougie. I mean, it's not so much tech bougie as like wanting something that works for my performance style and what I want to do. Custom IEMs are the way to go. I feel like I will have to get the system to begin with and then look at customs later down the line. For now, I'm just looking at like a universal IEM headset, but calling IEMs earbuds is wild. I mean, for someone who doesn't know what in-ear monitors are, it's like similar enough to where they can kind of get it. If you guys ever watch concerts and you see like an earpiece in someone's ear, That's how they're hearing themselves when they're singing, basically. That's what I'm looking at getting. Right now, I kind of use my Bluetooth headphones as IEMs, but there's a lot of latency with them. And I can't use them with my trackers. I've been using AZ60 for that, and I've been Gucci. What are AZ60? Let me look. See, but I have been using Bluetooth headphones like the AZ60, right? But they have interference. I can't use them with tracking because there's interference with the amount of things that are on my body. Earbuds don't go into the ear canal. IEMs do. Totally different drivers and tuning because the acoustic chambers are completely different. But from a practical standpoint, from like an outsider perspective, they are very similar. Gumi DM me, I have extra IEMs. Oh my god. Mail is offloading their gear. Someday, Mail is gonna be like, Twig, open a PO box, and then the moment I do, Mail is shipping me like 14 mics and shit. I know you. I know what you are. I know what you plan to do. Mail has everything. Mail is crazy. Mail is like very versed on equipment and has a lot of it. But yeah, I trust Mail, but if I ever did get a PO box, I don't think I would share it publicly. Not only because I don't want to like share my state, but also like I don't want to like open myself up to people sending me things that are not through a platform like Throne. Because there have been stories. Mail probably has like a box of equipment somewhere and just glows at the idea of giving stuff away. I don't think it's a box. I think it's an entire room, Rollin. I think it is an entire like rented container. It is more than a box. Open a PO box. I have an entire mic locker for you. Oh my god. How expensive are PO boxes? Me and Mail already share a state, that is true. Separation of Twig's life from IRL life. Don't open that Pandora's box. Exactly, yeah. Roll and I have 2 entire rooms of equipment. Yeah, see? That's what I felt like Mail had. I was like, damn. I'm not sure has another room. Yeah. Yeah, Mail has a lot of equipment. You haven't seen the extent of it, Rollin. And every time I talk about like mics and equipment, Mail is like, I want to try so many different mics with you, Twig, and I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. Because I can't travel to Mail. It is a while away, so I'm like, yeah. Cool, yeah. Mail's the shit. Everyone should look out for Mail. Once Mail starts streaming, you know, shit's gonna be over for me. There's gonna be a way cooler streamer in town. That's all I'm gonna say. Mail's gonna go crazy, and I'm gonna be like, damn, my heyday's over. But yeah, I am really excited for the Minecraft event. The Minecraft event's gonna be so fun. It's gonna be so fun. People are already talking. Last night, oh my god. One of the people wasn't like 100% on some of the details, and so she DM'd me and she was like, hey Twig, when's the event actually, when's the server going to be open? Like daily. And so I give her the times. And then I'm like, if the server isn't open, feel free to ping a mod, because the mods have access to open the server as well as I. And I have the mod role, so you're also pinging me. And they're like, okay, cool. And then they DM Ava, thinking that Ava is a mod. Ava is not a mod. But also the server is not open yet. The server opens Monday. Mail delivery Oshi system. So real. Mail is my Oshi. Road NTR forever. Pay the mods. Hahaha. No, real. No, ping the mods, not pay the mods. Though I wish I could pay the mods. Could you imagine if you could make a living being a Twig mod? Could you imagine if I could pay my mods rent? That would be crazy. On the right side, maybe Mail will invite you as a special guest on their streams every few months. That would be so fun! Do they just not check assigned roles? It's okay. It's okay. I told her after. And so did Ava. Ava was like, I'm not a mod. It's so funny. I love working with VTubers. They're so fun. VTubers are so silly, man. VTubers are so silly. Is Zero a mod? Zero is a mod. So Zero and Fadewill are the Minecraft mods for the server. So they're gonna get pings out the wazoo to start the server up. I like this scuff. I'm hearing BRB gonna apply to be their mod. Very funny. Also, I already know of some of the antics that are going on the server ahead of time. People have like checked with me to see if things are okay, and I've been like, yes, but I won't spoil. You'll never know. You'll never tell. And the great thing about the server too is like, so many different people are going to be streaming it, so you can like choose your POV. Certain people's streams are going to have certain events that aren't on other people's streams, so there's going to be so many clips from this too. I'm hoping to make like a compilation, like an actual like storybook of like what happened in Vtopia during the duration of the event, because it's a month long. Hopefully it's not that many clips, but if there are that many clips, I'm not opposed to sifting through them, personally. I haven't installed the voice mod, I forgot. Go do it now, before you forgot again, Ome. Minecraft servers are the best? They are! Also, I'll need a tutorial on how to open the server, please. I will show you. Vtopia lore? Yes! Yes! Pretty sure just a big red button, Fadewill. Yeah, it is the power button. Second Zero jump scare. Hello, Zero. How's your day going? Everyone applaud Zero for doing his homework. Good job, Zero, for getting your assignments done. Yippee! If I get a second subscription, will that pay to keep the server open? No, because we would have to change the server host. We're doing it through Aternos. I only play Minecraft on peaceful mode. Yippee! It's okay. We've all voted for keep inventory on. So keep inventory will be on in this server. I'm at a gas station right now. Where's the big red button? Presses emergency shut-off switch on the side of building. Oops. Also, Twig, me, and Fadewill will have very limited server access on Aternos. May stop us from fixing issues if they arise. Okay. You can DM me about that later, because I don't want to discuss security stuff right now. But you can DM me about it and we will chat. We will chat for real. We're so proud of you for doing your homework, Zero! Yippee! We love Zero doing his homework! By the way, Mail, do not burn out. It's an order. Yes, do not burn out. If you need to take a break, literally be like, Twig, no more projects, and I will be like, no more projects for 3 months. Burnout recovery. Do burnout. Well, I mean, you do have stuff coming up that's gonna force you to take a break. So I guess that's like, that is a very that's a very like plus and downside. Only one more assignment left for the semester. Yippee! Are you doing it now? You should do it now so that you have time to do the Minecraft stuff later. Just saying, you shouldn't figure out keyboard stuff. You should do your homework. Just saying. Anyways, it's getting close. It is getting close to where I have to actually raid someone. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna figure out if we can raid Junkin Palm, who has the Uma Musume tournament. Junkin Palm. Yes, we are raiding the Uma Musume tournament. It is not online yet, but I am participating in it, so look forward to it. I'm gonna raid there, but my next stream will be on Sunday. It's exciting. Zero, you need to sing for the birthday stream. This is true. This is very true. So look forward to seeing me fail the Uma Musume tournament, and tune in on Sunday night. It's a very late stream for me, but we're gonna talk about the differences between 2D and 3D VTubing with Paula. And then from then on, we have Vtopia. Yippee! Okay. Everyone, I hope you have a good night. Good night! Bye! The raid messages always get twigged. I forgot to say that almost. Bye!